Hi, I hope you're well. I've had some great conversations today with clients who are feeling optimistic again about the future, and it's really buoyed me up. A couple of things that people have said to me. One is that they're finding that the conditions that they're working under has led to much more mindful communication. People are turning up prepared, focused, they're using the time well. Another person said to me this morning that they're finding that their brain is starting to function normally again, and certainly I can relate to that. Perhaps you can. And it got us thinking about how so much of our work is at times of change, because change creates a communication need. This is because it creates noise. There's a lot of misinformation at times of change. It also creates negative emotion. People feel anxious. They feel worried about what the change will mean for them. And also it's destabilizing. The things that we know and love and trust suddenly look a bit different. There's a patina, a film over everything. And that can be really disorientating. So at times of change, leaders need to communicate so they can help people get to firmer ground. And that applies to when we're responding to external change, like a pandemic. Or perhaps we ourselves are taking on a new leadership role, or we may be leading a new venture. And we have to help people make sense of it and come together behind a sense of shared purpose. And that is going to apply after lockdown, perhaps more than ever, because whenever that time comes, it's probably a long way off still. When that time does come, we're all going to reassemble. It's going to be joyous, but we would also be forgiven for experiencing a slight dip in confidence. And anyone who's had a career break, maternity leave, a sabbatical, an overseas placement, for example, and come back into a workplace, anyone who's been a returner will know that feeling, that questioning of, will I still be able to function? Will I still be able to perform? Will I find it really tiring? Will being with all those people again, with all those distractions, under the watchful gaze of others, is that going to really mess with my ability to perform? So we may experience a sort of a national crisis of self-imposter syndrome. Hopefully I'm overstating it, but I thought I'd share now some of the thoughts we share with our clients as they go through change. I thought it might be useful to run through those. And the first is cross each bridge as it comes. Very simple, common sense, but cross each bridge as it comes. In times of change, time contracts. It suddenly feels very difficult to see beyond the next 3 or 4 days. Our instinct in those conditions is to really, get behind a rock, hunker down and wait until we can see things more clearly. And we encourage our clients to think, actually, maybe they don't need to stop. Perhaps they do need to slow down, but keep moving. The feeling's not comfortable, but you'll get used to it. And sooner or later, conditions will clear again and you will have kept moving forwards. And you'll thank yourself for it. The second principle is, don't be a perfectionist. There's so many people telling us at the moment that we've got to emerge from lockdown having learnt how to cook the perfect paella, having learnt German and yoga and meditation. We need to come out of this better people. And actually, maybe we're doing better. Maybe we're doing more than we think. And at times of change, that's often the case. We feel like we're not getting anything done. We're not moving. Actually, in reality, we probably are. The third key principle that we share with people is that relationships come first. Getting something done in a community of people can't be done without people. So don't rush into action. Don't rush into putting more notches in your belt, more files in your folder. Instead, check in with people. Remind each other why you do what you do together, why you spend so much time, so much of your lives together. Build those relationships. Inject new life into them if necessary, and the rest will follow surely. And then the final idea that we share with people is that they're not alone. The reality is these moments of doubt, we all experience them. And in our work, really, we've lost track of the number of people, some of them very well known, who've come into our office seemingly radiant of confidence. Like the sun radiates light, they shine out their sense of the world being theirs to do with what they need to do with it. And actually, we shut the door and they tell us they're scared, they're worried. Have they taken on too much? Is this going to be their moment of reckoning? Will they look foolish? Will they embarrass their families? They're nervous and they're scared. And what we say to them is what I'm going to say to you now is welcome to the club. We all experience it. We all feel it. And actually, that's what keeps us on our toes. It's better to feel that than to feel overconfident. It's better to feel that than to feel breezily complacent. Those are the things that are going to get in our way. Keep it in check. Don't let it shape what we do too much, but feel okay about it. Forgive yourself for moments of doubt. I hope that's been helpful. I look forward to speaking to you again soon.